How we feeling? Ready to rock and roll. What the hell we gonna do now? So I really wanted to film this video because I personally was trying to find this sort of video for a while, but I was doing my own journey. There were videos, but they weren't what I was looking for. They didn't have the information that I really wanted to dive into and kind of explore from that way. So I thought it would be really helpful because I know a lot of people are on this journey at the moment, especially having nothing to do with their time, to kind of just do like a little starter for your spiritual journey. Can I just say, like, this is 100% your own journey. You do not have to listen to me, you do not have to listen to anyone but yourself. Do what makes you feel comfortable. It's so open for interpretation as to where you can start and where you can end. It's very open. It literally comes down to you. So I just wanted to kind of film this video to outline some really good starting points, because I know when I was going through it, although I like had an idea of where I wanted to start from, after I like nailed that certain aspect of it, I was kind of like, where do I go now? So whatever part of your journey you're in at the moment, I feel like it's a really helpful video just for kind of starter points and seeing where you can go next after you've learnt a particular subject. Okay, so I've written a whole bunch of little notes in my computer. Okay, so we're going to cover 3 different things. Where to square one start, the different revenues that you can go down, and implementing them in your everyday life. I just want to quickly disclaim as well that I am not a professional. I'm still on this journey as well. If you guys really like these sort of videos, please let me know. I'm more than happy to film more type of videos like this. Okay. Firstly, where to begin? This starts with curiosity. It all comes down to curiosity. It all comes down to your mindset. At the end of the day, no one can force you to do something that you don't want to do. If you're curious about a particular subject, I'm just going to call them subjects. If you're curious about a particular subject, for example, astrology, look into it, research about it, learn everything that you need to know. Each avenue really has a lot of potential to learn a lot. If you do have this curiosity but you really are stuck as to where you want to go with it, as I said before or mentioned before, astrology is amazing. I personally started with astrology and it was like the core foundation to opening up other avenues for me. With a lot of spirituality and a lot of like witchy stuff, it revolves around the earth and it revolves around the element, and astrology revolves around the earth, revolves around elements as well. I think it's a really good core base to start with. Just understanding the different types of signs that there are, birth charts, on how different planets can affect people. If you guys really want a video on this, I'm more than happy to film it. Another important thing to note is you do not have to be religious. I know a lot of people who aren't religious think that it's about believing in a god and it's about believing in this higher power, but really it's just about believing in yourself, and it's about understanding that the universe is helping you. Everything's made out of energy. Again, start with what feels right. Where to start? With resources. Books, amazing. I love books. These are all like my relevant witchy books. This is what I'm currently reading at the moment. This is Harmony Nice's, she's a YouTuber, book on Wicca. This is another really good book, Moonology. This is very much astrology based, so if you do start with astrology, I highly recommend this book. It is amazing. It is so simple to read, and I think it's a really good starter book for people just starting out. Oh god. Star Power. This one's really good as well. Again, very astrology based, but this literally goes through every sign, every planet, how to read birth charts, like everything that you could possibly want to know about astrology. It's this book. And then for more like witchy spell books, I have this one. And this is a little book about self-care spells. Internet is also your best friend. I follow a lot of spiritual pages on Instagram and on Facebook. This is definitely something that's a big spiral. So once you start with astrology, you're going to go into birth charts, and then you're going to go into crystals, and then you're going to go into tarot readings, and then it's this massive spiral that does not stop spinning. Number 2, going down different avenues. So I've written down astrology, learning the zodiac signs, birth charts, houses and planets, Wicca, the faith, and pagan, the faith, working with deities, believing in angels, connecting to your higher self, working with your ancestors and your angels, working with fae, tarot readings, and spell work. These are only some, like there is literally 10 million different avenues to go down. For me personally, I practice astrology daily. I have an app on my phone called CoStar, and this basically just tells me a brief little description of what my day can hold. I use tarot cards daily. At the moment, I just have the original deck tarot cards. This is from Big W. It was about $20. I also have this little box that have another set of tarot cards. These are these cards. If you're starting out with tarot, I highly recommend getting cards with pictures on them, because if you get the really pretty ones that are just really minimalistic, it's going to be really hard to start reading them if you're starting out. My tip is to get a deck that has pictures on it and read it that way. The thing is that reading tarot cards is very much about your intuition. So if you open a deck of cards and you go through all of them, and one of the cards you get like a really like deep belly feeling, oh, this doesn't give me a good vibe. That feeling that you got, that's your intuition talking to you. That's your intuition telling you this isn't a good card. It might represent this, this, and this, and this, and whatever it lists when you listen to your intuition. Then I also have a little pendulum. Sorry for my hand as well. I have paint all over them. Helps a lot with readings, asking specific questions. I also have a lot of oracle cards, and these are really good. Always get decks that you feel really connected to. I talk to my angels every day. I literally talk out loud. I'm like, hey angels, you know, I'm feeling really grateful for today. Today's gonna be a really good day. Please guide me. Like, just stuff like that. Gratitude is something that will get you really far into spirituality. It helps to manifest a lot of things. That's how I implement these into my everyday life. Okay, and then the last one is implementing these into your everyday life. Journaling. Amazing. Please journal if you do not journal. I cannot stress how important it is to express yourself and to get rid of any bad emotions that you're holding on to. So this is my little journal, literally from Kmart for like $3, and just journal every day. It doesn't matter what time or when you do it or how you do it. There is no right or wrong way to journal. It's literally just taking time for a minute in the day. Alright, I'm just gonna leave my hair like this because my fringe is really annoying me. Meditation. Again, I cannot stress how amazing it is to meditate. I have an app on my phone called Bloom. I love it. It is perfect if you're just starting out with meditation. We're back. I'm so sorry. My camera did die. I don't know where we left off. I'm gonna go into my next point. Practice tarot reading every day if you go down that avenue. If you do end up picking tarot to start with, or you eventually get into it, I find doing it every day, trying to understand the meaning in your intuition, is a really good way to like get used to the cards, connect with your cards, and like really build a bond with it. Talk to people, ask people when their birthday is if you do astrology, and try and remember what sign they are. I know when I first started, I went into my work and I literally asked every single person I was working with, I was like, when's your birthday? That's a really good way to introduce it into your life as well as practice it every day. Look up people's birth charts. I literally go on Tinder and I literally ask guys when their birthday is and what time and where they were born, and I look at their birth charts and then I tell them. They are always 100% surprised when it literally describes them word for word, and it is so great. By looking them up, get familiar with reading birth charts for other people. Read books, follow different pages on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, anything. Look up on Google, you know, have your resources there, because that is going to help you so much. But that concludes it. I really hope this was somewhat helpful. I really did try to get some good tips and some good information for really basic beginners. But again, like I was mentioning within the video, if there is anything at all that you would like me to go further on, birth charts, astrology, tarot cards, Wicca, literally anything, please let me know. I'm more than happy to film. I hope you really enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment down below telling me what part of your journey are you up to. If you have any other methods or practices, please leave them below as well. And make sure to subscribe because you never know when I'm going to post another video. And make sure to click the bell so you're notified every time I post, and it's a good fun time. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed, and